Hello and welcome to Bright English Pod. It's really nice to have you here with us today. If you're new here, I'm Emma. I live near the coast and I work as a freelance illustrator. An illustrator is someone who draws pictures for books, websites, and stories.
Hi everyone, welcome. I'm Jack. I'm an English tutor and I love evening walks. If you've listened before, it's great to have you back. And if you're new, we're really happy you're here. Today's topic is very useful for daily life. How to use WH words to ask questions in English.
Yes. WH. Words help you get real information. Without them, you can only ask yes or no questions. But with WH words, you can ask about place, time, people, reasons, and more.
Exactly. And these questions are everywhere. At home, at work, in shops, with friends. So learning them makes your English much stronger.
And don't worry if you feel nervous. W questions look like a big grammar thing, but actually they are simple. We will keep it slow.
Yes. Let's start with what WH words are. These are question words like what, where, when, who, why, and how.
Most of them start with W, and how starts with H, but it still belongs to the same group.
Right. Okay, let's go one by one. First, what?
What is for things or information, like what is your name or what do you want?
Yes. What do you want? Means you want to know the thing someone wants.
Second is where.
Where is for place. Like, where do you live? Or, where is the station?
Station means train station or bus station, a travel place.
Exactly. Third is when.
When is for time. Like, when do you wake up? Or, when is your class?
Wake up means stop sleeping and start your day.
Fourth is who.
Who is for people. Like, who is that? Or, who do you live with?
Live with means share a home with someone.
Yes. Fifth is why.
Why is for a reason, like, why are you tired? Or, why do you like this movie?
Reason means the because.
And last is how.
How is for the way something happens, or how someone feels. Like, how are you? Or, how do you make tea?
So those are the main WH words. Simple, right?
Yes. But now, the big question. How do we build a WH question?
Yeah, let me think. It depends on the verb. Sometimes the verb is be, like am, is, are. And sometimes it's an action verb like live, eat, work.
Exactly. Let's do the be verb first because it's easy.
With be, the structure is WH word plus is, am, are plus subject.
For example, where are you from? Where plus are plus you plus from.
Or, why is he sad? Why plus is plus he plus sad.
Yes. Another one. What is this? Who are they? How are you?
Nice. Very simple.
Now action verbs. If the verb is not be, we usually use do or does to help. The structure is WH word plus do, does, plus subject, plus base verb.
Base verb means the simple form. Like live, not lives.
Right. Example. Where do you live? Where plus do plus you plus live.
And with he or she, we say, where does she live? Where plus does plus she plus live.
Exactly. Notice live stays the base verb.
So does already has the S sound, so the main verb stays simple. That's the same rule as before?
Yes.
Let's do some everyday examples for each word so listeners can copy them.
Great.
What do you do? That means your job.
Yes. What do you do is super common when you meet someone new.
Where do you live? And where are you from? Both very normal.
Right. When do you start work? Start means begin.
Who is your best friend? Or who do you work with? Yes. Why do you study English? This asks for a reason. And how do you feel today? Feel means your emotion or mood.
Exactly.
Let me share a tiny mini story. When I meet new people near the beach, I often ask, "Where are you from?" Because many visitors come here. And then I ask, "What do you like about this place?" That keeps the talk friendly.
That's a good example of using two WH questions together. I have one too. Yesterday during my evening walk, I saw a new cafe. I went in and asked the staff, "What do you recommend?" Recommend means suggest the best thing. They smiled and said, Our hot chocolate. Then I asked, how much is it? So WH questions helped me in a real moment.
Nice. And recommend might be new for some learners, so thanks for explaining.
Yeah.
Okay, now how has some extra forms, like how many and how much. Should we explain those quickly?
Yes, good idea. How many is for countable things. Countable means you can count 1, 2, 3. Like, how many brothers do you have?
And how much is for price or uncountable things, like water or sugar. How much is this? Or, how much water do you drink?
Right. Another one is how often, which means how many times. Like, how often do you practice English?
Practice means do again to get better.
Exactly. And how long means the time length. Like, how long does the bus take? Take means need time.
These are really useful in daily life.
Yes, but don't worry if you only use the main 6 first. That's already great.
Now, what about word order mistakes? Some learners say, where you live, without do.
Yeah, people might still understand, but it's better to say, where do you live? It sounds natural and correct.
And another small mistake is using the wrong helping verb, like, where does you live? But you uses do.
Right. So remember, do for I, you, we, they. Does for he, she, it.
Okay. Also, when asking WH questions, your tone matters. A gentle voice makes it polite.
Yes. Even a simple question can sound rude if the tone is sharp. But usually, a smile in your voice helps.
All right. Maybe we can do a quick pretend conversation showing WH questions.
Sure.
I say, hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jack. What's your name?
I'm Emma. Where are you from?
I'm from London. Where do you live now?
I live near the coast. Why are you here today?
I'm here to visit a friend. What do you like to do for fun?
See? Just key questions, and the conversation keeps moving.
Exactly. WH questions are like little doors. Each one opens a new topic.
Doors, meaning chances to continue.
Yes.
All right, let's move into a short practice so you can say these WH questions clearly and confidently.
Yes, I'll lead the practice. Emma will set it up.
Listeners, this is your practice time. Jack will say WH questions slowly. Say them out loud after him in your own voice. Ready?
Okay, everyone. Let's practice together. Repeat after me. What's your name? Where are you from? Where do you live? When do you wake up? Who is your best friend? Why are you learning English? How are you today? What do you like to eat? Where does she work? When does he start school? How much is this? How many languages do you speak?
Great. If you want, you can pause and say them again. And you can change the last word. Like, what do you like to eat becomes, what do you like to watch?
Yes, that's a smart way to practice.
Before we end, one last small tip. After you ask a WH question, listen carefully and ask a follow-up question. Follow-up means the next question.
Exactly. Like if someone says, I'm from Pakistan, you can say, oh, nice. Which city are you from? That keeps the talk friendly.
Final thought from me. Start with simple WH questions. Even 2 words like where from can help. Then slowly grow to full sentences.
And my final thought. Don't be afraid to ask. Questions are a sign of confidence, not weakness. The more you ask, the more you learn.
Thank you so much for listening to Bright English Pod today.
If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to Bright English Pod.
And please like the video and share it with your friends and family who are learning English. Your support really helps.
Take care, keep practicing, and we'll see you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.